All right, a couple quick updates here today for everyone. First, the man, the myth, the liar, Dan Bongino was back today spouting his bullshit, and I already called it in a previous video that he was going to come on and he was going to say that a lot of stuff he signed an NDA, a lot of stuff are still pending cases. There's a lot he can't talk about. For anyone that thought that you were going to tune into his first show back and you were going to get a whole bunch of relevant information and the inside tea on everything that was going on, I told you so. You're going to get shit from him. This Dan Bongino's show, him coming back, is just the FBI podcast. It's Project Mockingbird. But this was D-Day Cobra going over, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers going over. This was right before Dan Bongino came back on.
Is one of the craziest. It's wild. I'm like, what is
this?
This
was before today's show, to be clear. So,
this is Karate Man. Double leg, the jump kick, the side kick, the roundhouse, the tie kick. Body.
It's fucking.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's blocking people. He's kind of going off. A lot of people are using this clip right here against him, which is cringy.
That's right. What cause is dear to your heart?
Cause is dear to my Israel, the defense of Israel.
What?
It's so fucking cringe, dude. It's so cringe.
Yeah, like it isn't America, it's Israel. I mean, this guy's such a grifting piece of shit.
That's right. What cause is dear to your heart?
Cause is dear to my Israel, the defense of Israel.
It's so cringe.
And so let me go to my page here on Relief Valve Podcast on X. And he had his first show back today. And he's just like shitting on everybody.
That you don't know. You don't know shit. You don't know anything. Just be honest that you don't know. You can have an opinion on it. I'm not telling you media people. I'm not telling you media people not to have an opinion. Have an opinion, great. It's a constitutional republic. But just be honest that you don't know shit. And he does. He's read in on all this stuff. So you're going to be misunderstood because there are things even now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to talk about. There are ongoing cases and other things.
Oh,
and
how
you
convenient.
Guys didn't pay me, the taxpayer, to go in there and come out here and try to be some, superhero. You paid me to do the right thing. And the right thing involves keeping custody over information. So you're going to be misunderstood about stuff. You don't know shit.
So I told everybody he's going to come back on the show. He's going to go back to his grift. He's going to get you all to give him money, and he's going to tell you jack shit. And I was dead on with it. He told you got jack shit from him about what he did and his time in the FBI. I mean, as far as I can tell, he didn't do shit while he was there. But Chris Pavlovsky is saying that it was a big stream. That's the owner of Rumble. I'm sure it was. Allegedly, he had 200K people, but it's like it's like Candace Owens when she came on and claimed she had all this information about Charlie Kirk and what really happened, and she didn't. It was a lying bullshit grift. It's the same thing with Dan Bongino. You're going to see all of his numbers tank once everyone tunes in and realizes that he doesn't have shit to say. He doesn't have anything. I wanted to see. I don't think this is today. I'm back and you can go fuck yourself.
Hey, I'm part of the weaponized old FBI. So we had to figure that out. Not an excuse. Just an explanation. That's all. I worked for you and you deserve to hear what happened. So this fourth group of people, the leakers in the Bureau, some who've left, some who were likely fired, and others, you guys destroyed the place and you tried to destroy us too. but I bet you thought I'd never be back either. So now, when you leak, with your little tiny voice in the New York Times and your 10 or 15 views, we have millions of people. This show is so big, they tried to take us offline just 15, 20 minutes ago. It's the biggest live stream in the world and one of the biggest conservative podcasts in the entire world. Now we're back. And now we get to fight back. Because I'm not going to let you bullshit people anymore about what was going on. Upset about everything. Some of the stuff that came out about social media. These guys were hilarious. These guys were absolutely hilarious. Social media is how people consume content. Walter Cronkite and Brokaw aren't around on the air anymore. They were like, man, Dan and Cash, they were really concerned about getting information about social media. No shit, Sherlock Holmes. We've got someone wanted for a crime. You think it may be a good idea to put out on social media? Hey, we're looking for this person. They'd be like, these guys are using social media. Yeah, we are. That's why the prior operation kept sucking and why 80% of people didn't trust the weaponized idiots who were running the place before. Of course we were going to use it to tell the taxpayer, here's what's going on. Here's what we needed. They deserve transparency. Why was this a shocker? But I'm back now. And you can go fuck yourself.
And you know the whole going to the FBI and being deputy director, as far as I can tell, this is my personal opinion. It was a PR stunt. It was just to drum up his show, make it seem like he was doing a big deal. You know, it's like me doing a live stream where I'm getting in battle gear and I'm putting on plate armor and I'm lacing up my boots, and it makes it seem like there's some big deal going on, and all I do is go down the road, get a sandwich, and come back. You know, it was all a song and dance, or as Joe Biden would say, lying dog-faced pony soldier. We still don't know what that is, but I think it applies here. Dan's full of shit, and now he's come back to his show where he's going to grift off the American taxpayer, make a whole bunch of money off donations and ads and bullshit that he puts in his show. He's going to tell you nothing because he doesn't have anything, and he can't tell you anything even if he did have it. And he's going to talk about us black pillars who have figured out he's full of fucking shit, and we don't want to watch his show, and we want nothing to do with him anymore. And he's going to talk about how we're scumbags, and he's fighting the good fight. And he's going to do nothing, and he's going to give you nothing. He is the male version of Candace Owens. He has a whole bunch of bombshells to drop, and it's nothing. It's to string you along to watch his shit show. So, welcome back to Dan the Grifter Bongino. You don't have anything to add. You don't have anything to say, and the American people don't want to hear it. You did nothing while you were in the FBI. You protected all the files that are being dropped right now, all the Epstein files, because Congress voted to have them released, and now you have no choice but to do it. And this fucking piece of shit was sitting on them while he was on the FBI and trying to convince all of us that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. Well, prior to that, in his fucking podcast, before becoming deputy director of the FBI, he claimed we really need to look into this. There's weird stuff going on, and definitely everything isn't the way it seems. And then he goes into the FBI and says everything is exactly the way it seems. There's nothing to see here. You are a fool if you are watching this grifting piece of shit.